Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about the Tuskegee syphilis study. The Tuskegee syphilis study, or official name Tuskegee study of the untreated syphilis in the Negro male, the American medical research project that earned the notoriety for its unethical experimentation on the African American patient in the rural South. Now, next, we are seeing the history of this experiment. The project, which was conducted by the U.S. Public Health Service, that is PHS, from the 1932 to the 1972. It examined the natural course of the untreated syphilis in the African American men. The research was intended to the test whether the syphilis caused cardiovascular damage and more often than the neurological damage, and to determine if the natural course of the syphilis in the black men was insignificantly different from that in the whites. In order to recruit the participants for its study, the PHS enlisted the support of the prestigious Tuskegee Institute. Now it is called as the Tuskegee University, which is located in the Macon County, Alabama. A group of 399 infected patients and 201 uninfected control patients were recruited for this program. The subjects were all impoverished sharecroppers from the Macon country. The original study was scheduled to last only 6 to 9 months. The subjects were not told that they had a syphilis or that the disease could be uh, transmitted through the sexual intercourse. Instead, they were told that they suffered from the bad blood, a local term used to refer the range of ills. The treatment was initially part of the study, and the patients were administered arsenic, bismuth, and the mercury. But after the original study failed to produce a useful data, it was decided to follow the subjects until their deaths, and all the treatment was held. Penicillin was denied to the infected men. After that, the drug became available in the mid 1940s, and it was still being withheld from them 25 years later. In direct violation of the government regulation that mandated the treatment of the venereal disease. It is estimated that more than 100 of the subjects die of the tertiary syphilis. The Tuskegee syphilis study finally came to an end in 1972 when the program and its unethical methods were exposed in the Washington Star. A class action suit against the federal government was settled out of the court for the $10 million in the 1974. The same year, the U.S. Congress passed the National Research Act, which is requiring Institutional Review Board to approve all the studies involving human subjects. In 1997, the president, the name is Bill Clinton, issued a formal apology for the study subjects. The President apologized for the study at the Tuskegee on the May 16, 1997, in the East Room of the White House. The President, Bill Clinton, issued a formal apology for the Tuskegee study of the untreated syphilis in the Negro male, the longest non-therapeutic experiment on the human beings in the history of the medicine and the public health. That study conducted under the auspices of the U.S. Public Health Services at the Tuskegee Institute, now called as the Tuskegee University in the Tuskegee, Alabama, was originally projected to the last 6 months, but span is 40 years, from the 1932 to 1972. The purpose of the study was to determine the effect of untreated syphilis in the man. The men in the study were never told that they had syphilis, which is a sexually transmitted disease. Instead, government doctors told the men that they had bad blood, a term that was commonly used to describe a wide range of the unspecified maladies. The study included 600 black men, in that 399 with the syphilis and the control group of 201 who did not have the disease. The men in this study have the disease. The men in the study were the sons and the grandsons of the slaves. The most had never been seen by the doctor. When the announcement were made in the church and the cotton field about a way to receive free medical care, the men show up in a droves, unaware of the high price that would be paid over the next 4 decades. In the mid 1940s, when penicillin became the standard cure for the syphilis, the Tuskegee subjects were not given the drug. Even even as some men went blind and insane from advanced or tertiary syphilis, the government doctors withheld the treatment, remaining committed to observing their subjects through to the study's predetermined endpoint, autopsy, to ensure that the families would agree to this final procedure. The government offered them burial insurance at the most $500 to cover the cost of the casket and the grave. The research project was finally stopped after the Peter Buxton, a former venereal disease investigator with the PHS, shared the truth about the study's unethical method with a reporter from Associated Press. Thank you.